Hi guys.
Welcome back to Robertson's Belly Acres.
Welcome.
Y'all, we're gonna do a new homestead tour. Don't mind the tall grass.
Don't mind the junk. I'm still trying to get stuff put away, so bear with me. Sometime in the next 10 years, we'll have a clear yard.
Yes.
Maybe.
So we have new life on the homestead. We're gonna talk about that.
Yes.
We will be getting more on the homestead this weekend, so we'll shoot that next week. But let's take a tour. All right, so you guys have seen me moving these girls around. We've just been moving their tractor and letting them get all the bugs they can get. They're working up this garden area that we're going to use in the fall. So like I said before, we got one little sex link that kind of jumped in the mix with all of those little barred rocks, but they're getting so big. Look at them with all their feathers, and they're loving being out here.
Okay, and we're gonna go over here. I built a new chicken coop. Guys, it's just temporarily finished. We weren't even planning on building one right away, and we got a message, Rachel saw a post on Facebook from Matt Payne, and I sent him a text message, and we wound up picking up some hens from him. Let's go over here and take a look at these. They are Americanas. Okay, I got that Americana rooster right there. He's really big. As big as he is, he's very gentle. And we wound up getting 4 hens and 2 roosters. We wound up with this guy right here. He come from Sawyer Ridge's group of chickens. He made it from Walker Farm fam over to the Paynes, and now he's hanging out with us. So we're gonna get a little bit of everybody's lines going right now, I think.
When we picked them up, they got out. We put them in the coop and then they got out. I should have been recording, but I didn't. Ugh. And so then I was panicked, running to get the dog in so he didn't get them. Mayday's like, man, I missed out.
I like fried chicken.
But you guys, Rusty has named that rooster Major Payne because he comes from the Paynes. Major Payne met Gerald at the fence, and it got a little hairy there for a minute. I was really glad there was a fence in between them.
Would you say it got intense?
It was intense. So we have them quarantined right now, and we will move them closer to the other pen so everybody can start getting acquainted. I don't know that we're going to be able to put the roosters in together just because of the reaction the other day, but we will see what happens. Honestly, I think Gerald his days are pretty numbered because he's just mean. And see, he's already taken his girls to the back. He doesn't want y'all to see them. But you guys have seen them numerous times. So once we move these in with the rest of the flock, we will move the little half-price babies over there into this one. So then that way they can get acclimated and then eventually get the entire flock together.
Eventually, hopefully get some meat birds to put in that tractor.
Yeah, this fall we'll get some meat birds. We kind of missed the boat this spring, but let's go in the shed and see what we have in there.
Okay, in here we've got the Mother's Day hen. That's what we call her, because that's when we got her, was as a Mother's Day gift to Rachel's mom from her cousins, our nieces. So she started out, she'd been stealing eggs. She started out with 12, and then she wound up peeling them down. She was down to 5, and we candled them. We found 2 viable. I come in here this morning and she's kicked one out, and she's eating it, and she's cooling off the other one. So we're gonna give her a few more days and check that egg, and if it's not gonna happen, then we're gonna have to see about getting her cooled off and get her reintegrated back into the flock. Okay guys, so there you've seen what we've got for the birds right now. Unfortunately, I've got to go. I got to get to work here in just a minute, but I'm gonna leave you guys in the very capable hands of Rachel, the nurturing, caring hands. And
I better go put my boots on.
oh no, well, you know it's true. But you guys, Until next time, we'll see you later.
Alright, you guys, so Rusty has left to work, but let's go ahead and do this garden tour really fast because there's not much planted. I've got a lot more to go in the ground, but put together this little raised bed the other day and planted some herbs in it. See, now the chickens are out. Here's the thing, Gerald, he's not scared of me. He is scared of Rusty. So he likes to come and bang against the fence if I'm out here. But I planted some rosemary, some Cargill mint. See, look at him, look at him. Some Cargill mint. This came from Pathways Homestead. I've planted some dill. I'm hoping it'll make a comeback now that I've got it in the ground. And some lemon balm that also came from Pathways Homestead. And my sage got trampled and everything else knocked out of its little container from my dog. So it is, I don't know that it's gonna make it. I put it in, we will see. Now I planted this close to the chicken coop, or chicken run, so that one, it can deter pests, and two, if they want a little snack, they can poke their heads through and have them a little bit of, you know, whatever's out here. All of this is safe for chickens and it's actually good for them. I wanted to plant some oregano out here. I may still do that. I have a little bit of room. I mean, I'll have to keep moving stuff because a lot of this stuff does take over, but for right now, I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Here in the big garden, we have had so much rain. I have literally been planting in between rains, so it's just whatever I can get out here. And I need more weed barrier. You can see the grass growing, but the peppers are looking great. They're going to love the sun we're getting. We're supposed to be getting a lot of sun the next couple of days. This here is a ghost pepper. Rusty's talked about it before. He only got the ghost pepper because Kevin from #lazypondfarm inspired him to grow ghost peppers. I don't even know that he will eat them, but he has them. These here are Tabascos. I picked up some Tabasco peppers because we do love Tabascos. Now these are Anaheim peppers. These we got at the place where Rusty works. We picked up some Anaheims, all of those. These are Big Jim peppers, and these came from Pathways Homestead as well. These are Big Jims, Big Jims. We got some Sugar Rush Peach there. I'm so excited to grow the Sugar Rush Peach because I've heard so much good stuff about them. I just hope they make it. But these have come from Pathways Homestead as well. And these Anaheims have all come from Pathways Homestead. This row is all from Pathways Homestead. Jalapenos, jalapenos. Let's see, Santa Fe Grands. Santa Fe Grands. This is hot banana peppers. And I'm going to plant more. I'm just going to direct sow along there. The roosters are now, you know, challenging each other with their crows. So most of this entire row and this row came from Pathways Homestead. They brought us some plants to get in the ground when we were struggling so hard to get stuff in the ground. Amish paste. Most of these are. Something is eating my tomato plants, so I'm gonna have to get out here and do some damage control. But these are all Amish paste. These, let's see, Amish paste. Okay, these two are large red cherry, and these are very healthy, you guys. They look great. Some of these are not doing so great. These right here are the Sweet 100 cherry, and I don't know what's going on with them, but it may be too much sun, too fast. These are German pink. I've never raised German pink, so you can see something is just chowing down on them. They don't, to me, they don't even look like tomato plants because I've never raised German pink. And then these are yellow pear. So I'm so excited to have so many different varieties this year, you guys. Now, we did pick up some tomato plants at a greenhouse that were like way marked down. So we knew it was a gamble picking them up. They are not looking great. So I don't know if these will even make it. But we gave them a shot. You know, gave it a shot. Those Romas are the same way. They came from the same place that they were way marked down. So all the way across here. So all the way this whole row. Yeah, I'm not real sure they will make it, and there's been so much rain. So maybe with everything drying out, we'll have, you know, a chance. These rows are empty right now. I've got to get out here and get them planted. These here, they've been staying underwater a lot, so, but they're still looking great. Look at these potatoes are just coming up, and by the time I got my potatoes out here, they already had, you know, massive sprouts. So I didn't know how well they would do, but I mean, that one's making a comeback. I don't know. Some of them didn't have, look at that. So I do have some potatoes that are, I do have something eating the potatoes. But yeah, I've just got to make some time to get out here and get this figured out. This entire row back here, I have planted peaches and cream corn. So I'm hoping they will come up. This row here, I am reserving for okra. And then where that post, that first post is, to the little post next to it, that is popcorn. And then from the rest of the way is red corn, also from Pathways Homestead. Stuff out here so that it could get some sun. These strawberries, this strawberry patch, I need to put it in the ground. I had a massive strawberry patch out at the farm, but then when I went to see Lynn at Melvolas Homestead, or Melvina Lynn is, I think when she's commenting, it pops up that Melvolas Homestead, she gave me some, she had some strawberry patch that was just growing out there, and she said, go ahead if you want to take some of those. And I took them to the farm and I planted them in this little container because I didn't know where I wanted to put them yet. Well, it worked out perfect because now I have brought them with me. So I've got to figure out where I want to put my my plants, my strawberries. Now these are the grapevines that we got from the Missouri meetup. This one still shows a little sign of life. They have been on the Vineyard Chicks, donated these to the meetup step, where the dog has just kind of trampled them, and he literally took one out one day thinking it was a stick for him. So I don't know how well we're gonna do. I did find my root hormones, so I may try that again, but I don't know how far they are, how far they're gone. Honestly, I'm a little intimidated by them, but I brought them out here to get some sunlight. This is thyme that I also brought from the farm, and as you can see, it's not doing the best, but I really think it just needs to be planted somewhere out of this little pot, and I think it'll do okay. This here is blackberries. It's thornless blackberries that my daughter's father-in-law gifted us. He had the starts, he got them started, and I'm so excited for them. Look at that. I've just got to figure out where I'm going to put them. These three back here are avocado trees that my mom started last year. She just started them from the avocado pit. I need to add more dirt in there, looks like. But when my mom moved, she left them for me. So I have just kept them in these pots and trying to keep them alive. They do definitely need to be something that I can move in the winter until they get much bigger. Here are some more tomato plants that we picked up. These are, they're pretty big, so I need to get them in the ground. They need water. I need to really water them. They're gonna need more than that. I'll have to go and grab some water. And I just have them out here on the cement right now because it's the safest place for them, so Mayday doesn't get a hold of them. But over here, I have these little starters in here. And I just started these a couple of days ago. This little tray doesn't show really anything growing yet, but what I have planted, this is Pekin round peppers from my mom brought them from Corpus Christi, and we grew a massive amount of them last year. I think we had like 20 plants and it just blew up. These are the long Pekin peppers, also from my mom, bringing them from Corpus. Right here I have some Sicilian Rosa Sicilian tomatoes, and we got those in the seed box, and those came from Mimsy's garden. Then these are also Pekins. These right here are Jimmy Nardello sweet peppers. We got it in the seed box, and it came from J Love Adventures. You guys go check out these channels if you haven't checked them out. This is New Mexico hatch chilies from Morris Patch of Heaven. Red bell peppers from Woltermon Homestead. California Wonder peppers from Salongirl Gardens. So all of these channels are amazing channels. They are very good channels, and they had all participated in the Pass the Pack seed box that was started. It was started not last February, the February before, I think, and we got it last February, and it came from Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. Oh, look at this, you guys. Do you see that right there? Oh, look, we've got a pie pumpkin coming up. And then we have Cargill okra coming up. That's so exciting. So here I've got snapdragons planted. These came from the farm. They always say they're annuals, but I've never had problems with them coming back every year because they seed so wonderfully. These are pie pumpkins. They're from Morris Patch of Heaven. These are Black Beauty eggplants, and they are from Pathways Homestead. And then these are Cargill okra, and they are also from Pathways Homestead. So I'm hoping that we can get enough stuff to fill up this garden. Oh, look, there's one, and then there's one. How exciting. I hope I'm getting that in the camera. There we go. That's so exciting. I love seeing stuff come up. It is so exciting. Okay, let me put this stuff up. All right, you guys. So there's the big garden there. I'll show you what we got in this little corner over here. I have planted the elderberries that we got from the Missouri meetup. Cher Bales donated those to the meetup. So I'm so super excited to have those planted. And I'm just gonna let them take over this corner here. These roosters are getting awfully cocky. Haha, they're screaming at each other. Okay, this tree right here, I love the way it's braided. We need to braid it some more. But Allie's father-in-law also gifted us this, and then this little one here. And I wish I remembered what kind of trees they were. I'll have to ask him. But his name is Dan, and I hate just saying Allie's father-in-law, but he plants these, and just on his property he planted trees out there. They're big, beautiful, mature trees. So he really has a green thumb, and he really gets into this with the trees. And he had gifted us these other 3 trees that he gave us. We planted out here in the center of that center island. So these are looking really healthy, and these smaller ones are looking great. They're looking great. This big one, I don't know if it's going to make it. The cold snap, this Snowmageddon, really did take a toll on it. I did put some spearmint out here. The bottom of this is cut out. I just didn't want anybody to weed eat it before it has a chance to kind of grow and spread. You put those in containers or in borders because mint gets away from you, but I did that intentionally because Rusty loves the smell of mint when you mow it. So I'm literally just going to let it take over out there. It's going to be really exciting. And when we mow, it will smell so good and hopefully repel some of the pests, like from the front door. And so we're just gonna let that kind of take over and do its thing out there. All right, this little area over here is kind of like our little Eden here. We have not trimmed it back. We do have a crabapple tree and a mulberry tree over here as well. So Lynn from Melvolas Homestead was talking about there's some different benefits for these crab apples. So I need to look into that some more. And then of course mulberry tree for mulberry. I think we're about done with the mulberries though in this tree for mulberry jam. Then there's blackberries. These are not the thornless, so that's why I don't want to put the other ones back here. But we do have blackberries coming up and new shoots of the blackberries. And then over here we have, these are called, they are false strawberries. So it's just a ground cover. It's good for the birds. There's also some other skin benefits with them. I just have to look into that a little bit more before I go into that anymore. And then we have some honeysuckle back here. And Rusty was in town the other day talking to some of the ladies in town, and somebody said something about honeysuckle jelly, and I am completely intrigued. So if anybody has heard of this, comment below. And if you have a YouTube channel, put up a video about it. I am so intrigued. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, just grab the camera and make a video because I want to know. So yeah, so we've got quite a bit of stuff back in here, just tucked back in here. Rusty does want to clean up the old strawberry, blackberry thickets, but that'll come in time. The good thing is there's a good pole, metal fence back there, so it's not like it's just chain link. And then of course on this side of the property we have that mulberry tree that I harvested mulberries the other day. I left this out here to catch mulberries, and then it rained, so all of those mulberries are just completely ruined. Speaking of ruined, I got all of those mulberries. Well, this was a rookie mistake. Apparently mulberries mold extremely fast. So I soaked them in water and lemon juice one day, and then I drained them the next day, and by that evening all of the ones that were drained completely molded, so I had to throw them away. So I was not able to make mulberry jam. I did save the juice so that I could make some mulberry jelly. I don't know that there's enough mulberries on that tree to be able to get another batch to be able to make some mulberry jam, but if I have time, I'm gonna go ahead and try that. And I can't wait to get these out there. They're huge, they're ready to go. I just don't know where I'm putting them yet. But you guys, these we got at the Missouri Homesteaders Meetup as well, and they were donated by Naturally NC, and she has an amazing story about. These are, I'm pretty sure these are the Georgia Reds that have been in her family for 3 generations, and she has this great story to go along with saving these this variety of sweet potatoes. So I'll link that video in the description as well, but go check her out. Guys, that concludes the homestead tour. There's not a lot going yet, but there is a lot going. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy our videos. If you do, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a comment. Share with your friends. And you guys, go check out all of the awesome channels that I'm going to list in the description that have donated, and either to a meetup or just directly to us. You know, this community is the best community. And yeah, don't forget to smash that bell so that you get notified of the next video. And until next time, you guys, God bless.